what is the idea of God? Dev ka hai? What is, like, we have a definition about God, no? God is everywhere. Okay. Yeah, but we can't define. But like there are some ideas. God is everywhere. Omnipresent and all this. Okay. So everything, like whatever the definition is, if we say God is everywhere, so he should be everywhere. So there should not be a place where God is not.
So there cannot be hell also.
So yes. So but he should be everywhere. So he should be here. He should be inside also, outside also, outside the outside also, outside the universe also, everywhere. So the idea of God is everywhere. Okay. It doesn't allow any other place for us, because if God is here and God is inside me, so I am God, because he is everywhere, no? So I am God. Okay. So the Torah says, I am the God thy Lord. So it is I? No, it is the idea about I. Okay. Second thing is, God, if God is everywhere, then why are we speaking about the soul? What is the soul? Soul is a part of the divine. Okay, creation is divine, part of divine, everything is. So how are we going to know about God? Okay, so first idea, if we say God is everywhere, so if we take this as a creation, okay, this is the creation, not only earth, okay, it is the full creation till we can go to the bonds of space and time. Okay, so if this is the creation, so there is God is everywhere. What about outside the creation? There should be God? Yes. Because if this is everything, if this is everywhere, so God is everywhere. But what about this? This place is not everywhere. This is outside everywhere. So this place is also God. Okay. So we can understand only by this, that outside everywhere there is also God. Okay. So if this is God and also this is God, then where is creation? Creation itself is inside God. Okay, we have a place that God is the place. Makom, God is the place. Okay, God is everywhere. So everywhere, if you go, everywhere has a limit. It is unlimited. We don't know where space and time ends. But if we go to eternity, everywhere God is. Okay, but what about after everything? What about outside everything? So outside everything also there is God. This is like we will try to understand what is this. So in a sense, what we can know about is that God is everywhere and creation is inside God. Okay, if we try to understand the space and time continuum, where we have this material world and everything, is inside God. Okay, before creation, if you go to the end of creation, if there was nothing, okay, there was nothing. So this is something, this is the point, but there is nothing. Even when there was nothing, what was there? There was God, because outside creation also there is God. So when there was nothing, there was God. Okay, so when God wanted to start the creation, what is the first thing he needs to do? He needs to make a place where creation can happen, because everything is God. Okay, when everything is God, so for creation to happen, God has to make a place where creation can be done. So this place which God made, okay, this is this creation place. Where he made the place? In himself, because everywhere, what is everywhere? Everywhere is God. So he has to make this place inside himself, somewhere place. So what the Kabbalah says, that God constricted from a point. Like he took a point, and from that point he constricted himself, he took himself out from that place, and when he took himself out from that place which happened was the place where creation took place. Okay, but even when everything, God took himself out from that place, inside that place there is God. So, illogical, okay, everything is illogical, but because there can't be a place without God. Okay, so if you say this is God, inside the place there is God, but God has constricted himself, God has allowed himself not to be there. Okay, so there is God, but we don't understand him because God has created everything where he said that he won't be there. Okay, म्हणजे तुम्ही तुमच्या घरी आहात. Okay, everything is happening in your house. Okay, but then you said I am not in the house. You sit there, मी घरी ना है. So are you there in your house or you are not in your house? You are in the house, but you are not in the house. What is happening, I don't care. So same thing is happening here. Okay, God is there, but he constricted himself, he restricted himself to be not to be there. So then this place, okay, if I am the father in my house, okay, and I am there, so my children behave properly. But then I say, मी ना है, मी आज घरी ना है, I am not there. Okay, so what happens? There is a freedom for my children to do something which they want to do, because if they know the father is watching, they don't do all the things which they need to do. So when I say I am not there, then I give freedom to my children to do as they like. So this is why we have freedom of choice. Why we have freedom of choice? Because God is everywhere, but he restricted himself from this place. So we have freedom of choice. Okay, so the first thing which God did when he made the space and time is what? He restricted himself, but when he restricted himself, whatever was inside had freedom of choice. And this thing which had freedom of choice was the whole creation. Okay, and from that whole creation, our soul is that part of that whole creation. Okay, you understand what I am telling you?